Imagine a mind that feels like a hamster wheel, spinning faster and faster, yet never truly moving forward. This is the experience of overthinking, a common habit where individuals dwell on problems or situations more than necessary, often trying to predict or anticipate negative outcomes. It is akin to a broken record, playing the same worries repeatedly, leading to a profound sense of being stuck, tired, and overwhelmed. Simple daily decisions can become complicated, almost like trying to climb a steep mountain. This mental state manifests in various ways, including decision paralysis, where the constant analysis of every detail makes choosing anything feel overwhelming. Individuals might experience heightened anxiety about making the correct choices, leading to an overemphasis on planning and strategizing that ultimately prevents forward movement. Overthinking can also trigger hypervigilance, causing a constant scanning for potential threats, whether to physical safety or social reputation. This heightened state of alert can disrupt daily life, harm personal relationships, and lead to increased anxiety and mental fatigue. A significant aspect of overthinking is rumination, which involves repetitive and passive thoughts focused on the causes and effects of personal distress. This form of thinking is not solution-oriented and often traps individuals in negative thought loops and uncomfortable emotions. It is characterized by persistently focusing on past events, especially those that are negative or distressing. The constant mental activity without resolution drains energy, causing exhaustion and reducing overall productivity. This internal struggle can lead to physical symptoms such as increased heart rate, sweating, shaking, or stomach pain, often continuing into the night and disrupting sleep patterns, resulting in chronic fatigue. The impact extends beyond personal well-being, affecting relationships through miscommunication and emotional withdrawal. Overthinkers may excessively analyze social interactions, leading to feelings of being judged or scrutinized, and consequently, they might avoid social engagements altogether. Professionally, overthinking often leads to procrastination, as individuals become overwhelmed by project details or strive for an elusive perfection, repeatedly tweaking tasks to the point of diminishing returns. This preoccupation with intrusive thoughts hinders concentration, reduces efficiency, and can lead to missed deadlines or subpar work. Ultimately, this cycle of negative thinking can significantly increase the risk of developing or intensifying mental health conditions such as anxiety and depression. It can erode self-esteem and confidence, leading to a reduced quality of life. The persistent feeling of being trapped by one's own thoughts highlights a deeper, universal experience, the pain of powerlessness. This is not merely about negative thoughts, but about the profound loss of control over one's own mind and life. Recognizing this shared human experience of feeling trapped by one's own mental processes creates a deep connection, allowing individuals to feel truly seen and understood. You have incredible power within you waiting to be unleashed. Despite the seemingly overwhelming nature of overthinking, a remarkable truth exists. Deep within every individual lies an incredible power. This power is stronger than any worry and bigger than any fear, capable of breaking invisible chains and leading to a life filled with joy, purpose, and peace. This profound capacity for transformation is not a magical concept but a timeless secret understood by wise thinkers throughout history. This inner strength is rooted in the understanding that the only limits in life are those individuals impose upon themselves. Success, in its truest form, is depicted not as a distant, elusive goal but as a decision, a conscious choice to define what is desired and then to move towards it, starting exactly from where one is with whatever is available. This perspective empowers individuals to realize that they are not merely products of their circumstances but products of their decisions. The transformative potential stems from the ability to reshape one's self-image, which is the mental picture held of oneself. This self-image dictates behaviors, decisions, and life outcomes, acting like a built-in guidance system or goal-striving mechanism. A positive self-image sets this mechanism in motion, while a negative one can hinder its effectiveness. The remarkable aspect of this self-image is its malleability. It is not fixed and can be consciously modified for personal growth and improvement. The promise of unlocking this power is not just about stopping negative habits but actively creating a fulfilling life. By focusing on the internal locus of control and recognizing the unlimited potential within, individuals can move beyond perceived limitations. This holistic vision of transformation encompasses financial success, personal growth, and stronger relationships, all beginning with a fundamental shift in thinking. The capacity to achieve an inspiring goal is directly linked to upgrading one's self-image, fostering a belief in one's worthiness to achieve that goal. This understanding lays the groundwork for a life where one functions as a goal striver, finding true success and happiness. Introducing our guides, the timeless wisdom of great thinkers who show us the way. To embark on this journey of discovery and unlock this inherent power, it is beneficial to turn to the wisdom of three remarkable guides: Bob Proctor, Stephen R. Covey, and Dr. Maxwell Maltz. These individuals have illuminated pathways for millions to achieve personal and professional effectiveness, offering principles that transcend time and circumstance. Bob Proctor, a world-renowned speaker and motivational coach, emphasized the concept of a paradigm shift, a fundamental change in one's mindset, attitudes, and beliefs. His teachings highlight that current experiences are a direct result of the energy emitted, and to change physical circumstances, one must first change their internal programming. Proctor's insights into the law of attraction underscore that thoughts and emotions vibrate as energy, attracting like experiences, meaning that focusing on positive thoughts and desires can manifest them into reality. He stressed that success is a decision and that the only limits are self-imposed. Stephen R. Covey, through his seminal work, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, provided a comprehensive framework for personal and interpersonal effectiveness. 18 His habits, rooted in timeless principles, promote character development and help individuals achieve their highest potential. Covey's methodology encourages a balanced and holistic approach to growth, emphasizing proactive behavior, goal setting, prioritization, mutual benefit, communication, collaborative synergy, and continuous self-improvement. His work guides individuals from dependence to independence and then to interdependence, highlighting the power of choice and focusing on what can be influenced rather than what cannot. Dr. Maxwell Maltz, a plastic surgeon and author of Psycho-Cybernetics, introduced the revolutionary concept of the self-image as the key to a better life. Maltz posited that the mental picture individuals hold of themselves dictates their behaviors, decisions, and life outcomes. He described the human brain and nervous system as a cybernetic mechanism, or goal-striving device, that automatically works to achieve any goal set before it, much like a self-guided torpedo. Maltz's work underscores that by understanding and reshaping this self-image, profound positive changes in behavior and life outcomes can be achieved. These three thinkers, though approaching personal transformation from different angles, share a common thread: the profound belief in the individual's capacity to shape their own reality from within. Framing them as wise friends or guides who share timeless secrets creates a narrative of discovery and mentorship. This approach makes the content feel less like a lecture and more like a shared journey with trusted companions, enhancing engagement and emotional connection. It personalizes the learning experience, making profound concepts feel approachable and relatable to a wide audience. Part 1: The Invisible Chains, Understanding What Holds Us Back. The Overthinking Trap, what happens when our minds get stuck in worry. The experience of overthinking is often described as a mental trap, where the mind becomes stuck in a cycle of excessive analysis and worry. This state is characterized by dwelling on problems, replaying past events, or constantly trying to predict negative future outcomes. It is not merely thinking deeply, it is a repetitive, passive, and often unproductive form of thought that focuses on distress rather than solutions. When the mind is caught in this trap, it can lead to several challenging outcomes. One significant consequence is decision paralysis, where the constant need to analyze every detail makes even simple choices feel overwhelming and impossible to make. This indecision is often accompanied by heightened anxiety about making the correct choice, leading to an overemphasis on planning and strategizing that paradoxically prevents action. The nature of overthinking also involves unproductive thought patterns such as catastrophic thinking, where individuals imagine worst-case scenarios as inevitable outcomes, and hypervigilance, a constant scanning for potential threats. This heightened state of alert can disrupt daily life, strain personal relationships, and contribute to significant mental fatigue. The mind, constantly engaged in this internal struggle, can also experience physical symptoms like increased heart rate, sweating, and sleep disturbances, leading to chronic exhaustion. The persistent focus on negative past events, known as rumination, is a key feature of overthinking and is strongly linked to mental health issues like anxiety and depression. This cycle intensifies feelings of vulnerability and sadness, leaving little room for positive experiences. It can lead to self-critical thinking and difficulties in moving on from situations. The continuous replaying of awkward conversations or embarrassing moments, coupled with fears of judgment, reinforces a sense of not being good enough. Furthermore, overthinking can impair relationships, as individuals may make assumptions about others' thoughts or feelings, leading to misunderstandings and emotional withdrawal. Social interactions can become a source of anxiety, causing overthinkers to avoid them altogether. Professionally, this mental state often translates into procrastination and a lack of focus, as tasks are overanalyzed or delayed due to a fear of making mistakes or failing. This can reduce productivity and lead to missed deadlines. The underlying mechanism for this stuck feeling is that the mind, in its attempt to gain clarity or control, gets caught in a loop of analysis without resolution. This continuous mental activity lays down negative neural pathways, making the habit harder to break. The brain's prefrontal cortex, involved in focus and emotions, shows heightened activity during rumination, further fueling the cycle. This constant internal struggle, where thoughts feel overwhelming and out of control, prevents individuals from making decisions or taking action, leading to isolation and a reduced quality of life. The consistent portrayal of being stuck and unable to move forward highlights a deeper feeling of powerlessness or lack of control over one's own mind and life. This is not just about negative thoughts. It is about the loss of agency, a profound and shared human experience that creates an immediate, deep emotional connection and empathy, making the audience feel truly seen and understood. The problem with our mind's automatic pilot: how old habits keep us trapped. Our minds operate with an automatic pilot, a powerful system of deeply ingrained habits and beliefs known as paradigms. These paradigms are essentially unconscious programs that dictate much of our behavior, often without us even realizing it. They are formed through repetition, programmed over and over again from everything that surrounds us, from childhood experiences to societal norms. This means that many actions are automatic, controlled by subconscious programming, not conscious choice. The challenge arises because this automatic pilot is like a thermostat for our lives. It constantly works to bring us back to our ingrained beliefs about ourselves, even when we try to change. If the self-image, the mental picture held of oneself, is small or based on false and limited information, it sets boundaries for every area of life. For instance, if an individual believes they are shy, not good enough, or unlovable, their feelings and actions will align with this belief, creating poor or limited results in the outer world that reflect this inner image. This explains why, even with conscious promises to do better, individuals often revert to old patterns. The self-image acts as a limiting thermostat. This concept, central to Dr. Maxwell Maltz's Psycho-Cybernetics, highlights that the self-image is the real key to personality and behavior. It is the blueprint of how individuals believe they should behave, what they are capable of doing, and even how much money they can make. This mental blueprint is formed by past experiences, successes, failures, and how others have reacted, especially in early childhood. The human nervous system, remarkably, cannot tell the difference between imagined experiences and real ones. This means that negative visualization, the habit of imagining situations going wrong, can become deeply ingrained, creating stress and depression by constantly reinforcing unwanted outcomes. The problem is compounded by cognitive errors that reinforce these negative paradigms. Examples include catastrophizing, where the worst-case scenario is imagined as inevitable, and all-or-nothing thinking, where situations are seen only in extremes, e.g., perfect or total failure. Overgeneralizing, taking a single setback and applying it across all situations, also traps individuals in a cycle of negativity. These distorted thought patterns are not just symptoms. They are the very programming that keeps the automatic pilot stuck on a limiting course. The difficulty in changing these patterns lies in their unconscious nature. Paradigms are responsible for those times when individuals know what to do but do not do it. They resist change, acting as an invisible force holding individuals back despite their potential. This deep-seated conditioning means that real success depends not on external factors or even academic qualifications, but on what is happening inside the mind. The challenge is to get into the subconscious mind and override these old programs. The common struggle of knowing what to do but not doing it points to a deeper, often unconscious resistance to change. This resistance is not a personal failing but a function of deeply ingrained mental habits or paradigms, which act as an internal thermostat that keeps individuals aligned with their existing self-image. Understanding this mechanism is crucial because it transforms the problem from a lack of willpower to a need for reprogramming, making the path to change feel more achievable and less like a battle against oneself. Part 2. The Keys to Freedom: How to Take Back Control. The Power of Choice: Becoming the Driver of Your Own Life. The journey to freedom begins with a fundamental understanding. Every individual possesses the profound power of choice. This is the cornerstone of proactive living, a core principle articulated by Stephen R. Covey, where individuals take responsibility for their lives rather than merely reacting to circumstances. It is the realization that between any event and one's response lies the freedom to choose. This choice is not about controlling external events, but about controlling one's internal reaction to them. Reactive individuals often get caught in a circle of concern, focusing their energy on things they have little or no control over, such as global warming or other people's actions. This leads to an attitude of victimization and blame, often expressed through reactive language like, "I can't," or "I have to." In contrast, proactive individuals focus their efforts on their circle of influence, concentrating on what they can do something about. This approach not only expands their influence over time but also creates more choices and opportunities in their lives. Becoming proactive means taking initiative, thinking about what needs to be done, and doing it. When faced with problems, it involves finding solutions rather than waiting for others to act. This shift in focus is crucial because it empowers individuals to make things happen rather than waiting for them to happen. It is about understanding that personal results in life are determined by one's circle of influence, emphasizing personal responsibility for one's circumstances. The power of choice extends to the very language used. Consistently employing proactive language such as "I can" or "I get to" affirms one's capacity to choose and reinforces a proactive approach to life. This conscious decision to respond rather than react is a fundamental step towards self-mastery and lays a solid foundation for all other habits of effectiveness. The ability to choose one's response, even in challenging situations, is what truly defines personal freedom and agency. The emphasis on choice and responsibility directly counteracts the powerlessness identified earlier. By highlighting that individuals are not products of their circumstances but of their decisions, it provides a clear pathway to regaining control. This shift in perspective is empowering because it moves the focus from external factors to internal agency, making transformation feel attainable. Reshaping your inner blueprint, the self-image and your success mechanism. At the heart of personal transformation lies the self-image, the internal blueprint that dictates every aspect of an individual's life, from personality and behavior to accomplishments and happiness. This mental picture, formed by past experiences and how others have treated us, especially in early childhood, acts as a cybernetic mechanism, or automatic pilot, that steers individuals towards what they believe to be true about themselves. If this self-image is negative or limiting, it sets boundaries for what can be achieved, even causing temporary changes like weight loss to be reversed if the underlying self-image remains unchanged. The good news is that the self-image is not fixed. It is malleable and can be consciously reshaped. This is the golden key to a better life. The most efficient way to upgrade this inner blueprint is through visualization, which involves vividly imagining the desired future and seeing oneself already living that life and being the person one wants to be. The human nervous system cannot tell the difference between an imagined experience and a real one, so by consistently visualizing positive outcomes, new experiences are accumulated in the brain, progressively reshaping the self-image at a subconscious level. This process is like creating a new mental movie, where the individual is the director, controlling the scenes, emotions, and outcomes. Dr. Maltz's concept of the success mechanism within each person further illuminates this process. This built-in guidance system works automatically to achieve any goal, provided it has a clear target. The mechanism focuses on the end result, not the means, meaning that once the mental image of the goal is clearly established, the how will often take care of itself. This requires trusting the creative mechanism and not jamming it with excessive worry or conscious effort. Action is still crucial. One must act as if the desired outcome is already there and the power will manifest. To actively reshape the self-image and activate the success mechanism, several principles are vital. Challenge negative thoughts. Question the validity of negative beliefs by asking for evidence or alternative possibilities. This helps to see them as distortions rather than facts. Replace negative with positive. Once challenged, actively replace limiting thoughts with more optimistic and balanced ones. This is not blind optimism but cultivating a perspective that acknowledges both strengths and areas for improvement. Affirmations. Regularly repeat positive statements about oneself and desired outcomes. Affirmations, especially when written repeatedly for 30 days, can reprogram limiting beliefs into empowering ones. The power lies not just in the spoken words, but in what is whispered to oneself. A mindfulness and present focus. Practice being fully absorbed in the present moment, observing thoughts and feelings without judgment. This helps break the cycle of negative thinking by bringing attention back to the here and now. Simple exercises like focusing on senses, sight, sound, touch, smell, taste, or breath can ground the mind. A worry period. Set aside a specific limited time, e.g. 30 minutes, each day to write down and address worries. During this period, identify solvable problems and brainstorm solutions. Then consciously let go of worries beyond control until the next period. This trains the mind to control worrying. If-then statements. For what-if worries, transform them into if-then statements by creating a concrete plan for how to act if the feared scenario occurs. This shifts focus from anxiety to preparedness. Journaling. Writing thoughts down can help conquer overthinking by allowing ideas to emerge naturally without judgment. This practice can reduce intrusive thoughts, organize scattered memories, and decrease stress, leading to a clearer mind. Writing by hand can slow down thoughts, making it easier to break free from an overthinking mindset. The profound understanding that the self-image acts as a cybernetic instrument, a guiding mechanism for life, transforms the approach to personal change. This perspective highlights that external struggles often reflect internal beliefs, shifting the focus from trying to change difficult outer circumstances to reprogramming the core self-perception. This makes the path to transformation more direct and powerful, as it addresses the root cause of limitations rather than just the symptoms. Building your path forward. Setting goals and taking action. Building a path forward requires not just understanding internal mechanisms but actively applying principles of goal setting and consistent action. This is where the wisdom of Stephen R. Covey, Bob Proctor, and Maxwell Maltz converges, emphasizing a strategic approach to personal growth. Beginning with the end in mind. Stephen Covey's second habit, begin with the end in mind, encourages individuals to define clear measures for success and create a plan to achieve them, whether in the short term or across a lifetime. This involves visualizing where one wants to end up and then planning backwards from that ultimate goal. A powerful exercise is to imagine one's own funeral and consider what one would want people to say about their life, identifying important roles and setting high-level goals for each. This clarity provides a destination, allowing each step along the way to be checked for alignment, which is especially helpful when progress feels slow or overwhelming. Without a clear vision, life can be left to chance. Putting first things first. Covey's third habit, put first things first, is about ruthless prioritization and focusing on what truly matters. This involves categorizing tasks using a time management matrix. Quadrant 1. Urgent and important. Crises, pressing problems, deadline-driven projects. These demand immediate attention. Quadrant 2. Not urgent and important. Prevention, relationship building, recognizing new opportunities, planning, recreation. This quadrant is where proactive individuals spend most of their time, as it focuses on long-term goals and prevention. Quadrant 3. Urgent and not important. Interruptions, some emails, some meetings, popular activities. These often feel pressing but contribute little to important goals. Quadrant 4. Not urgent and not important. Trivia, busy work, some mail, some time wasters. These should be minimized or eliminated. By prioritizing Quadrant 2 tasks, individuals can reduce overwhelm and decision fatigue, establish predictability, encourage productivity, and manage procrastination. Point 3. The structured routine provides a roadmap for accomplishing tasks, fostering a sense of achievement and purpose. Point 3. Taking decisive action. Bob Proctor consistently stressed that success is merely a decision. He encouraged individuals to quit overthinking and analyzing all the ifs, buts, and maybes, and instead make a decision and commit to it. Even if a new decision is needed later, the key is to avoid inaction. This aligns with the understanding that a key to success in life is taking more action more often. Proactive people are in charge by choice, finding solutions no matter what. Setting big goals. Type C goals. Proctor advocated for setting Type C goals, goals that are big, exciting, and for which one doesn't yet know how to achieve. These goals require developing higher mental faculties like imagination and intuition, pushing individuals beyond their old conditioning. They demand a clear aim and direction, ensuring life is not left to chance. Trusting the process and forgetting mistakes. Maxwell Maltz emphasized that the success mechanism works on negative feedback, meaning mistakes are part of the learning process. Skill learning is accomplished by trial and error, mentally correcting aim after an error until success is achieved. After that, it is crucial to forget past errors and remember the successful response to imitate it. This involves trusting the creative mechanism to do its work without becoming overly anxious or trying to force it. The mechanism operates spontaneously as one acts and places demands on it through action. The integration of these principles, beginning with a clear vision, ruthlessly prioritizing what truly matters, and taking decisive action, creates a powerful framework for moving forward. This approach transforms the abstract idea of change into concrete, manageable steps. By understanding that success is merely a decision, and that mistakes are simply feedback for a built-in success mechanism, individuals are empowered to overcome procrastination and fear of failure, fostering a mindset of continuous progress. This structured approach to goal setting and action provides a clear antidote to the decision paralysis and procrastination experienced by overthinkers, guiding them from a state of being stuck to one of purposeful movement. Part 3. The Unstoppable You, Living a Life Beyond Limits. Sharpening your saw, nourishing all parts of who you are. To truly become unstoppable and live a life beyond limits, it is essential to continuously nourish all parts of oneself, a concept Stephen R. Covey calls sharpen the saw. This habit is about daily self-renewal and is foundational to making all other habits of effectiveness possible. It involves a balanced program for self-renewal across 4 key dimensions: physical, social/emotional, mental, and spiritual. Physical renewal. This dimension focuses on preserving and enhancing the body's capacity to work, adapt, and enjoy life. It includes regular exercise, proper nutrition, and effective stress management. Physical activity releases endorphins, which improve mood and reduce stress, directly combating the fatigue and physical tension associated with overthinking. Point 3. Prioritizing sleep and overall well-being builds a strong foundation for mental and emotional resilience. Social/emotional renewal. This dimension centers on building strong relationships and fostering intrinsic security. It involves principles of interpersonal leadership, empathic communication, and creative cooperation. Covey's habits of think win-win and seek first to understand, then to be understood, are crucial here. Think win-win means approaching situations looking for solutions that are mutually beneficial and satisfying to all parties, fostering a mindset that there is enough for everyone. Seek first to understand, then to be understood, emphasizes truly listening to others to understand their perspectives before expressing one's own, which builds trust and improves communication. This dimension also includes showing personal integrity, keeping commitments, clarifying expectations, and apologizing sincerely when mistakes are made. People naturally gravitate towards positive individuals, and improving one's self-image also leads to better relationships, attracting upbeat and motivated people. Mental renewal. This dimension involves continuously educating oneself and expanding the mind. It includes reading, visualizing, planning, and writing. Many individuals let their minds atrophy after formal education, but consistent mental development is crucial. Visualization, as discussed earlier, is a powerful tool for mental practice, allowing one to establish goals and reshape the self-image. Writing, particularly journaling, helps organize thoughts, reduce stress, and improve focus. Spiritual renewal. This dimension focuses on one's core values and commitment to a personal value system. It involves activities like value clarification, study, and meditation. Meditation provides space for the brain to think freely, allowing thoughts to bubble up and drift away without judgment. Studies show that mindful meditation can ease psychological stresses like anxiety and depression, helping to recognize counterproductive mental patterns. This dimension is a very private but important area of life, providing inner peace and calmness. By consistently engaging in these 4 areas of self-renewal, individuals create growth and change, increasing their capacity to produce and handle life's challenges. Without this renewal, the body becomes weak, the mind mechanical, the emotions raw, and the spirit insensitive, leading to a selfish and unfulfilled existence. This continuous self-improvement is the principle and process that empowers individuals to move on an upward spiral of growth and change. The concept of sharpen the saw provides a holistic framework for sustained well-being and effectiveness. It addresses the interconnectedness of mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual health, ensuring that efforts to overcome overthinking and achieve goals are supported by a strong, balanced foundation. This comprehensive approach recognizes that true transformation is not just about fixing problems but about nurturing every aspect of the self for continuous growth, preventing burnout and ensuring long-term success. The ripple effect. How your transformation touches the world. The journey of personal transformation, while deeply individual, creates a profound ripple effect that extends far beyond oneself, touching and inspiring the world around. This is the ultimate outcome of unlocking one's inner power and living a life beyond limits. Inspiring others through authenticity. When individuals commit to changing their paradigms and reshaping their self-image, they become living examples of possibility. Sharing personal stories of overcoming challenges, vulnerabilities, and triumphs fosters a deep sense of authenticity and relatability. This humanizes the experience of growth, allowing others to see themselves in the journey and realize that their own struggles are not signs of weakness but experiences that forge strength and character. By being open about personal setbacks and the insights gained, individuals teach invaluable lessons without others having to experience the same difficulties. This vulnerability builds trust, which is essential in any relationship, whether personal or professional. Attracting positive experiences and people. Bob Proctor's law of attraction posits that individuals attract into their lives people, ideas, and resources that are in harmony with their current level of knowledge, wisdom, and experience. When one's self-image improves and positive energy is emitted through excitement, enthusiasm, and joy, the universe responds by bringing more of the same. This means that as individuals get better at being their best selves, they naturally attract highly competent people, innovative solutions, and abundant opportunities. People are instinctively drawn to those who think lovingly and highly of themselves, leading to more friends, loving relationships, and the attraction of upbeat, motivated, and successful individuals. Creating a legacy of impact. The principles of proactive living and continuous self-improvement, championed by Stephen R. Covey, contribute to a life of greater influence. As individuals focus on their circle of influence and make effective changes, their sphere of impact naturally expands, and others begin to see them as effective and powerful. This is not about personal gain alone but about contributing to a collective good. By leveraging different perspectives and collaborating effectively, synergize, individuals can solve problems and achieve more together than they could alone, leading to innovative solutions that benefit all. This collective growth is a powerful testament to the impact of individual transformation. Manifesting a desired reality. The power of imagination, central to Maxwell Maltz's teachings, allows individuals to set a clear picture for their automatic mechanism to work on. By consistently visualizing the desired future, individuals are not just dreaming but actively establishing the goal that their subconscious mind will work to achieve. This process of manifestation means that thoughts and energy have the power to create reality. When individuals truly believe in their worthiness and consistently hold a strong image of their desired self, it becomes difficult not to live out and manifest all that is associated with that self-image. The ripple effect demonstrates that personal growth is not a solitary endeavor but a catalyst for broader positive change. By transforming internally, individuals become beacons of hope and possibility, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and empowerment. This interconnectedness highlights that living a life beyond limits means not only achieving personal fulfillment but also contributing to a better world for everyone. This understanding elevates personal transformation beyond individual gain, framing it as a contribution to a collective good. By demonstrating how individual change inspires others and attracts positive experiences, it reinforces the deeply touching and motivational aspect of the report, showing that personal growth has a far-reaching, positive impact on the world. Conclusion: your unstoppable future awaits. The journey from being trapped by overthinking to living a life of purpose and fulfillment is a profound transformation, one that is entirely within reach for every individual. The initial experience of feeling stuck, overwhelmed, and powerless by a mind caught in repetitive worries is a widely shared human experience, leading to decision paralysis, anxiety, and a diminished quality of life. This mental trap is often reinforced by deeply ingrained habits and beliefs, paradigms, that operate unconsciously, acting like an internal thermostat that keeps individuals aligned with their existing self-image, even if that image is limiting. However, the path to freedom is illuminated by the timeless wisdom of great thinkers like Bob Proctor, Stephen R. Covey, and Dr. Maxwell Maltz. Their teachings reveal that the power to change lies within, rooted in the fundamental ability to choose one's response to life circumstances. By consciously shifting focus from what cannot be controlled to what can be influenced, individuals begin to reclaim their agency and expand their sphere of impact. The key to unlocking this power is the deliberate reshaping of one's self-image. This internal blueprint, which dictates behaviors and outcomes, can be transformed through consistent visualization, positive affirmations, and mindful practices. By training the nervous system to perceive imagined successes as real experiences, a new, empowering self-image is forged, activating a built-in success mechanism that automatically steers towards desired goals. Building a path forward then involves strategic action, beginning with a clear vision of the desired future, ruthlessly prioritizing important tasks over urgent distractions, and taking decisive action without fear of imperfection. Mistakes are reframed as valuable feedback, guiding the way forward. Finally, sustaining this transformation and ensuring a life beyond limits requires continuous self-renewal. Sharpening the saw across physical, social/emotional, mental, and spiritual dimensions ensures a balanced, resilient, and ever-growing individual. This holistic nourishment not only prevents burnout but also amplifies the positive impact one has on the world. The transformation of one individual creates a powerful ripple effect, inspiring others through authenticity, attracting positive experiences, and contributing to a collective betterment. By embracing these principles, individuals move from a state of unconscious limitation to one of conscious creation, embodying an unstoppable force that not only achieves personal fulfillment but also profoundly touches and elevates the lives of those around them. The future, boundless and full of potential, awaits those who choose to unlock the unstoppable power within.